Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Wadma. I'm here to talk about the Poplar Media Center. We're going to learn a little bit more about our space. Three big things we do here are reading, research, and technology. When you walk into the Media Center, on the two doors at the entrance, you'll see a sign that says Wonder Every Day, and on the other door you'll see Enter Curious. When you come into our space, we're hoping you're alive with curiosity and questions and wondering, because we're a place where we can help answers be found. Who works here? I work here. Mrs. Wahm, I'm your media specialist or the teacher in here. Mrs. Vincent is our media clerk who checks books in and out. She shelves books, she catalogs new books. And then Mrs. Lawrence is our computer lab para or our technology assistant who helps keep all of our technology running. She also gets your Chromebooks and iPads ready for you, and she helps us out when things don't work right. So we're here to help you. Let us know if you need something. Our target for the video here today is just to review our Media Center guidelines, talk about our expectations and procedures when you come in here. We have some new spaces we're excited to share with you. Quickly, we'll talk about the use and care of devices, and then get you ready to check books out when your class comes in. So what are some big things we do in the Media Center? One, we read. Of course, we've got access to a couple different platforms for ebooks, and we have our regular books here on the shelves. We work together to help support learning. We learn technology skills and tools, and we do research and find answers to questions. So here are some pictures of some of our own Poplar Bridge students finding books, helping our friends find books or recommending books to friends, and just enjoying some reading time. We collaborate in here on computers, so sometimes you'll be partnered up with somebody, and other times it might just be helping someone who's sitting next to you on the computer. We also have Chromebooks in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, so you'll be bringing those in if you have one. Sometimes, again, you're asked to partner up and work together on a Chromebook, and sometimes you just work by yourself on a project. But of course, if someone has a question you're sitting next to, you're going to be a good neighbor and help them out. Sometimes classes bring iPads. In kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade, we have iPads. So we use those to locate information, to do some reading. And we also use them to show learning, oftentimes by making videos in Seesaw. We have a really great webpage. If you click the Media Center link, you'll find access to our library catalog and our ebooks. And if you click Student Resources on our webpage, you'll get access to those things as well as online references, which is websites and databases that you can use to find information that's written for kids. When you're in the Media Center, we have the same 4 rules that we have anywhere else in the school. So some examples of being kind in the Media Center would just be helping each other. Being safe in here, eyes forward and having walking feet, but also using furniture properly. We have some new chairs this year, and I want to make sure that people are safe and not falling off by using them the right way. We can be respectful in here by being quiet so others can work. Of course, there are times the Media Center is not quiet and you're working with partners or a big group project, and that's fine. But if a staff member asks you to quiet down so others can focus, make sure you do that. Also, just saying please and thank you and having good manners, whether it's to adults or kids, it's just nice to do. And then being responsible, bringing your books back each week. If you're done with them, return them. If you need them longer, just renew them, and then we'll beep them and give them back to you. We have some new and exciting changes to our space that happened over the summer. We have a reading area now over by the windows with some couches. We have the computer lab has been switched to the other side, so it's near the parking lot on the north end of the building. And we have a new table and desk space, which is where the computers used to be if you were here last year. You can work with small groups or one by one here as well. Some things are the same, which is fine. We've got supply shelves still, which we had last year with sharpened pencils and crayons and colored pencils and paper and glue and scissors. Also, one of our supply shelves has mice. So if you have a Chromebook and you don't want to use your trackpad, you can take a mouse, plug it in, and then return it before you go. And we still have the Everybody books and fiction books for browsing. If you can't check out because you have an overdue, you can always take one of those. The story corner is pretty much the same. It's a great spot to hear some good stories. And we just have a lot of great books here, and I'm so proud of our collection. We've got a great picture book, Everybody section. We've got beginning readers, both fiction and nonfiction. We have chapter books organized by genre. We've got lots of graphic novels, great nonfiction or informational text, as well as a nice biography section. So there's something for everybody, and we just have a lot of great stuff. There are 3 search stations In the Media Center, you can use them either to look up books, or if your Chromebook isn't working or you forgot to charge it, you can use these search stations to log into your account. So we have 3 of those available. Other odds and ends. When you walk into the Media Center, make sure you're on the inside. When you walk out, make sure you're on the outside. We do this just because sometimes we have a lot of people coming and going, and it just helps us stay organized. We also have a shark in the Media Center. That was from the Mall of America. A lot of kids asked questions about it. And we got it from Sea Life Aquarium. It's not real. Some kids are scared. It's not real. It's made out of fiberglass and painted. So don't be afraid of the shark, just hanging out up there. A couple of common questions that kids have. How many books can I check out? The answer is 3. Your teacher will talk to you with specifics about what types of books. Usually we say 2 just right books and then 1 choice book. Can you check out if you have an overdue? And the answer is no. You need to bring that book in so we can either return it or renew it for you, and if you need to keep it. We have browsing books you can take to read that day. How long can I keep books? It's 2 weeks. If you need to renew them, bring them in and we will renew them for you. When you're in here, there are times I might say, show your paws. And just as like everywhere else in the school, it means your eyes are on the speaker, ears listening, mouth closed, and your body is calm. What are these? I'm sure you know. Shelf markers. We use them so we know where to put a book back if you decide you don't want it, and then other people can find the book if it's put at the exact right spot. So make sure you're using shelf markers whenever you're looking for a book. When you're checking out a book, you need to know your teacher's requirements. Find your books with a shelf marker, walk to the counter with your books, line up the spines, flip your books over, and then your library card will go on the top so it's lined up with the barcodes. That just helps Mrs. Vincent scan the books more quickly so everyone can get through in time. When you're returning books, please do it right away in the morning, right after the morning news show. Everyone in your class is responsible to remind the library helper to bring them down. We shouldn't have books getting brought back at 10:30 or 11 in the morning and then the library helper blamed. Everyone can look over and see if they've been returned. So help each other out, make sure they get returned, and when you put them in the box, put them bottoms up. It just helps Mrs. Vincent scan them in more quickly. When you check a book out, remember these books are yours to use, but everyone else in our school shares them, other students, staff members. So if you have a pet, give them a chew toy. Don't let them chew on your book. Find a safe place. Your backpack, I'm hoping, doesn't look like this. I'm hoping it looks like this. Books, especially paperbacks, can get easily wrinkled and ripped, and we want them to stay nice. When you're going down the hallway, I'm hoping your books aren't falling all over like this kid. Walk with your books stacked neatly. We say give your books a hug so they stay nice and don't fall down. We have bookmarks available in the Media Center, so please don't bend the pages back. Grab a bookmark. You can get one anytime you're here. And as far as overdue, again, you have 2 weeks with your book. If you need it longer, just renew it. We'll beep it in. And then last is please don't eat, drink, even water ruins books. So keep your books nice and fresh and clean so that kids can enjoy them for a long time. Your teacher will talk to you about their expectations or requirements as far as getting a fiction or literature, a nonfiction or informational text, and then a just right versus just because. So your teacher will help you with that and let you know their expectations. You have devices in our school. So kindergarten to second grade has iPads, third, fourth, and fifth have Chromebooks. Your teachers will be taking you through a boot camp to talk about how to be responsible when you're using those devices. Something I like to remind people, when you're using devices, these are owned by Bloomington Public Schools. Nothing that you do on them is private. We can always check up, and these are learning tools. So when you're using them, ask yourself, is what you're doing true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? So thank you. Remember, the Media Center is everybody's shared space, so let's take care of it, take care of each other, and our books and technology. And I can't wait to see your class when you come in to visit this week. Keep calm and learn on. And remember, 10 ways to become a better reader are right here. Thanks, everybody.